So I just got a new kayak. I just picked it up from a store that's not open. It was a big deal trying to get this. But I got this kayak for one purpose. If you saw a couple videos ago, me and Alex did some creek fishing, and this kayak is gonna be our creek fishing kayak. We're gonna try to kill a deer out of this kayak this year, and we have a lot of potential things that we can do in this kayak this year. And I have my father here with me,
Larry Sr.
He hasn't been in the video in a while. I called him earlier today. I was like, hey, you want to come get this kayak with me? He was like, yeah, so we're here now. I have all my kayak stuff. I spent all my kayak money already, so I just need to transfer all of my fishing stuff over to this one, which won't be that much stuff, because I learned the hard way about creek fishing. You don't need to bring anything but a chopo and a Ned rig.
Yep.
I brought all of my stuff last time, but me and my father, I'm gonna try to get him on a creek one day with me. I think that'll be a very interesting video. Yeah. But we're gonna find somewhere to unwrap this at that's safe and we won't get it stolen. Ricer! Hit it.
I think we have an opportunity to go out and fish together now on kayak.
Now we have two.
Now we have two. We've got your original kayak, and now we have this Bonafide. So we've got an opportunity to go. Oh, it's camo. I did not.
Maybe
know that.
it might be camo. The front of it was brown, and I think the rest of it's probably going to be brown, white, green.
Okay.
White, brown, cream, green.
Okay. All right. So now we've got an opportunity to go out and fish together.
And hunt.
And hunt.
There's some WMA land, Alabama public land.
Yep.
That's on the Cahaba, so we could kill a deer. We could slap it in the front of this kayak. That's on my bucket list. I want to ratchet strap a deer to the front of the kayak, but we're gonna get it unboxed first to see if we have enough room to do that.
All right.
So a little secret about me and my father, he used to do photography when I was little. He did like Little League. He took pictures of all of my stuff, and all of my friends knew my father as the photographer. If you need a picture of anything.
Yeah, high school.
OnlyFans, you would have made a lot of money taking people's OnlyFans pictures.
Yeah, but only did youth sports and high school football.
Yeah. So if you need anybody to take pictures,
yeah,
he's the guy. So he's kind of got back into it. He got me into it because he already had all the stuff. So a lot of the camera gear I used was just his old stuff until I was able to upgrade and get my own stuff. But he's trying to get back into it, so we had to go to Best Buy and see if they have any nice cameras for him to use.
Upgrade
and pick
to
up.
mirrorless.
Yeah.
My current, I've got stuff, but everything is still DSLR, old technology. So it's looking to upgrade and get into the mirrorless game.
So we're gonna go to Best Buy, try to find a new camera for him. I need a new camera and a new camera lens, so I might walk out with the camera.
Yeah.
I might have to sell that kayak to get my camera gear. Or I bet we could sell that kayak and we could probably buy half of a camera body. All right, we made it to Best Buy. I watch a lot of like prank videos and whatnot on YouTube, and it seems like they always get kicked out of Best Buy. So I'm not gonna take my camera in because I'm just a fishing guy. I'm not a prank guy. So we're gonna leave the camera in the car. Oh, also the kayak, I'm not sure if y'all can see that box back there. It came with the pedal drive, but the big thing that I wanted, or the reason why I wanted a new kayak, is because in the old town, if I take the pedal drive out, I just have a hole in the kayak. But in this kayak, there's a cover for if you take the pedal drive out, you don't have like that big hole to drop your phone in the water. So that's a big part of it. But we're gonna go in Best Buy, see if they have any cameras for my dad. Go drop a bag in Best Buy, and then we'll talk to y'all after that. Best Buy has no cameras. Best Buy, if you're listening to this, you need to stock your stores with cameras because you have paying customers that would like to buy cameras, and you don't have any, so we can't buy them. I guess you can buy them online, but don't want to do that. So we're at Home Depot now because I need a drill for this thing. So this is my new RC car. This is a Traxxas / 4-wheel drive. I've had a 2-wheel drive. I used to like drive these things all the time when I was probably 12, 13. I was really into it. I got out of it and I went into a hobby store the other day and I saw it, so I got it. Very justified purchase in my opinion because it does stuff like All right, guys, we got the kayak unloaded. This is like I'm not gonna say this is like a dream kayak because I don't want to be that guy. I think it's safe to say that this is like a dream creek fishing kayak. It's gonna run a lot shallower than that Old Town is. Hopefully, it looks a lot bigger than that Old Town. The Old Town's 12 foot. This one might be like 12, and it looks like it's about 13, 14 foot, honestly. It looks a lot longer than my Old Town looks. So I had to put them side by side and compare them. But we're gonna go ahead and open this thing and check out what's on the inside. I'm super excited for this. I really want to do like I don't know if I want to do like a John boat to bass boat conversion and just trick it out, but I have 3 or 4 boats now, and I want to have one. Each of them have their own purpose, but I want to have one that's like the ultimate. It's way better than what it should be. Like, it's a $200 boat, but it's worth $2,000. You know, it's a piece of junk to other people, but to me, it means a lot. So I want to make one of those, but we're going to open this thing up. We're going to see what there is to see. I've only been on a Bonafide one other time. When I fished with Lojo in 2020, I was on one of his Bonafides and I loved it, in a creek actually, and it was flawless pretty much. So I'm excited to see how this one works. I really don't have too much diversity. I really don't have too much experience in like different styles of kayak. Like, I really have only been in Old Town. I've been in the Old Town for 2 years. So trying out a Bonafide for creeks and stuff like that, I'm pretty excited for. So that's enough talking. I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna unbox this new kayak. Check it out. This thing is nice. Dude, this thing is sweet. I like it. All right, so when I was first kind of getting into YouTube, I did a lot of research on kayaks, and it's always like Old Town, Bonafide, Hobie, Native. Like, those are your top 4 companies, I feel like, as far as when it comes to kayaks. And we have a Old Town, now we have a Bonafide. Hopefully we can get the Hobie and the Native at some point, just to kind of be better, well-rounded when it comes to kayak stuff. But guys, look at this thing. This thing is sweet. So, just had a mini heart attack. I just noticed the P127. Normally, if you see P or PDL or pedal, whatever, in front of any kayak, that means it is pedal driven. So like bicycle pedals, how my Old Town kayak is set up. I didn't see the pedals. I was like, I don't think this came with pedals, but I mean, that's not that big of a problem because I kind of didn't want them, but it would be nice to have them just if I put it in a bigger body of water. But I got a box in the truck and hopefully the pedals are in that box. So, oh dude, look at this. This thing is sweet. Ooh, and it comes with scupper plugs too. Yes, Bonafide, thank you. Let me make the decision on whether I want my scupper plugs or not. Like, send them, and if I want them, let me keep them. If I don't want them, I'll take them out. This thing is sweet. Oh, and it has this is a plate for a trolling motor right here, I'm pretty sure. It's the only reason that I can think that that would be up there like that. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all some of the reasons why I wanted this kayak in particular. Reason number 1 is when we did the creek float, I had my rod sticking up out of the back of the kayak. That is the worst thing that you could possibly ever do in a creek, kayak fishing the creek, because what's gonna happen is your rods are gonna get stuck on trees, blah, 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 whatever. So you can slide your rods up into the front of the kayak right here. So that's gonna be clutch. Ooh, yes. Nice big dry hatch right here. I'm sure you can take out, yep, have a whole bunch of room under there for whatever we need. So that for like, since I'm probably gonna try to build this kayak, I'm not sure what all I'll do to it. Definitely some landing gear for the back if there's a place to mount it. So got the big dry hatch right here. I think you can probably even make that to where you can connect a battery, or you can run your trolling motor battery in that dry hatch right there. So out of the box, I feel like this one has a lot more storage space over Old Town. It's a little bit narrower than my Old Town is. It is a saltwater version, but I think I like how narrow it is. It is very heavy. I'm not sure if I'll be able to pick it up how I pick up my Old Town, but with the landing gear, that really won't make too much of a difference. So right here, trolling motor plate. I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, I'm sure one of you guys have a Bonafide and you can tell me in the comments. Also, let me know what have you done to your Bonafide kayak to make it better, make it the way you like it. So big dry hatch right here. We already opened that plug right here to let water out of the kayak. Hopefully we don't ever have to use that, but I'm sure we will at some point. I love these scupper hole plugs right here. This is clutch. This is something great to have because in the Old Town, you have to buy those yourself. I mean, with a $2,000-$3,000 kayak, it'd be nice if it came with certain things, you know, and scupper plugs are one of those things. Then we have our seat. I'm pretty sure this seat has a lot more adjustability than that Old Town seat does. I hate to compare this thing to an Old Town, but that's all I have to compare it to. But just looks, if I was looking at this one, looking at the Old Town colors and all, I would 100% rather go with this one than having a bright, flashy blue kayak in the back of my truck. All right, so got a lot of seat adjustability. We're gonna move this seat out of the way for right now. Let's see, this is what I'm most excited for right here. So this thing This is where your pedal drive is going to drop in at. The biggest thing for me is having this right here. This is the biggest thing of this kayak for me, is having a plug, something to cover it up with. They make aftermarkets for the Old Town, but this kayak just looks better to me, in my opinion, honestly. This is going to be a rudder control knob. When you're paddling, whatever, it works a little bit better with the foot pedals. If you want to make a right turn, you turn it right. If you want to make a left turn, you turn it left. It's like a steering wheel. This seat is nice and wide. This is made for somebody with a big bottom. Like, the camera doesn't really do it justice, but there's my hand on it. Like, the seat's huge. A lot bigger than the Old Town seat. I feel like this thing's gonna be a little bit more comfortable too. Then of course you have your rudder back here. So this is pretty self-explanatory. This is helping you steer while you're using your foot pedals. The cool thing is it's built in down here, and it has enough room for water to get in so you can still steer. If you hit a rock, it just pops up, goes back down, pops up, goes back down. Pretty sweet, pretty cool design. I like that. It's a lot more compact. It doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff hanging off of it, stuff that you can get hung up on. Man, I just want to put this thing in some water and start fishing with it, honestly. All right, so that's the kayak walkthrough. Like I said earlier, the only thing that I really know to do as of right now is put landing gear on it because this thing is heavy. I need some type of, there's a handle up here, so I'll get some rope and tie a handle up here so I can drag it to the creek or wherever I'm gonna be fishing at for the day. Then also, here is the pedal drive. This thing is, not sure if it's aluminum metal or like what type of metal it's made out of, but it feels a lot nicer than the Old Town. The Old Town is like plastic, and mine kind of grinds a little bit. Not really that big of a problem, but that one just kind of feels like it'll be better for the long haul. So guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. It's kind of something a little bit different. Hung out with my dad a little bit today. We went to a couple stores, did some shopping, did a little bit of vlogging today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I got a little bit of a shorter video today, but I am so excited for this thing. We're gonna have a lot of content coming with this kayak. So I want to do some fishing stuff. I want to kill a deer in this kayak. And my dream is to have, it doesn't have to be a buck, it could be a doe. I want to kill a public land doe this year on this kayak. Next year I'll upgrade to a buck, but for right now we're gonna stick to a doe. We're gonna start low and then we'll work our way up to the big dog. So, oh man, this thing is sweet. It just looks sexy, look at it. Like, you can't look at me in my eyes, look at me right now in my eyes and be like, hey Larry, that thing isn't that nice. All right guys, I appreciate you clicking on today's video. Let me know what you think about this kayak down below in the description or in the comments. Also, let me know what should I do to the kayak. Is there anything that you've done that has helped you out on the water, or you just think is a must-do upgrade for these kayaks? I have to put together the pedal drive. That probably won't take but 30 minutes max. And I think it's pretty much ready to go after that. So stay tuned, fish them hard, and have a great day. See y'all.
Chasing a bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them flock, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep. When I ain't had shit but my thoughts in the car, I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.